What is the stupidest thing you've ever heard someone say with confidence? My former coworker Brittany announced during a team lunch that she didn't believe in time zones. Not that she didn't understand them, she thought they were a government conspiracy. Think about it, she said, completely serious. If it's 2 p.m. here, it's 2 p.m. everywhere. The sun doesn't care about imaginary lines. They just tell us it's different times to control international commerce. We sat in stunned silence. Our manager asked, so when you call someone in Japan and it's nighttime there but daytime here, they're lying, Brittany said confidently, or they've been brainwashed to believe it's night. The government probably has special curtains that block the sun to maintain the illusion. Someone pulled up a live webcam of Tokyo at night. Brittany claimed it was pre-recorded footage, part of the conspiracy. She explained that airplane pilots were in on it, deliberately flying in circles to make trips seem longer, adding time zone delays to maintain the deception. Have you ever traveled internationally? Our manager asked. I don't need to travel to know the truth, Brittany responded. That's what they want. People spending money on flights to experience their fake time zones. This wasn't a joke. Brittany had built an entire worldview around this. She'd been arriving at work at random times because she decided to live by real universal time. She missed meetings with international clients because she insisted on calling them at what she deemed the actual time. The worst part was when she tried to convince our Japanese client that he was living a lie. During a video call, she told him it wasn't really 10 p.m. in Tokyo. The government was just making him tired with artificial darkness technology. She suggested he try going outside to see the sun that was definitely there. The client, polite but bewildered, asked if she was feeling all right. Brittany took this as proof he'd been programmed too deeply to see the truth. She was fired the next week, not for the time zone denial specifically, but for repeatedly missing scheduled calls because she refused to acknowledge different time zones existed. Her exit interview was legendary. She accused the company of being part of Big Time and said we'd all regret living by their clock manipulation. On her last day, she gave us all printouts of her research, mainly YouTube comments and blog posts from flat earth websites that had somehow expanded into time zone denial. She'd highlighted passages about how the sun worked differently than they wanted us to believe. 6 months later, she posted on LinkedIn about her new business as a time truth consultant, helping people break free from chronological oppression. Her services included teaching people to live by natural time and exposing the international dateline fraud. She had 3 clients, according to her website. All their testimonials mentioned missing important appointments but feeling liberated from false temporal constraints. The stupidest part wasn't even the conspiracy theory itself. It was her absolute confidence that billions of people were either lying or brainwashed about basic observable reality. When asked how literally every person who'd ever traveled managed to maintain this conspiracy without anyone breaking ranks, she said, that's exactly what someone trapped in the system would ask. Last I heard, she was planning to sail around the world to prove time zones were fake. Her plan was to call people at what she considered the same time everywhere and expose that they were all actually experiencing the same daylight. Nobody had the heart to explain that this would actually prove time zones exist. She posted recently that she couldn't get a boat rental because maritime companies are protecting the time zone lie. She's now convinced boats themselves are part of the conspiracy. The confidence with which she declared the entire concept of time zones a hoax, something easily disproven by calling anyone in another country, remains the stupidest thing I've ever witnessed. Not just wrong, but aggressively, evangelically wrong, with the unshakable confidence of someone who discovered a truth hidden from humanity.